And welcome to today's Kalamazoo Foundation for Excellence Board of Directors Finance Committee meeting. Today is February 1st. It is approximately 2:05 p.m. I want to officially again call the meeting to order and welcome you all back for today's agenda. Moving through the agenda in Treasurer McFarland's absence, I am looking for an approval of the minutes from our December 14th, 2020 meeting, which you received previously in an email.
Can I just ask a quick question?
Absolutely.
At the top of the agenda, there's a YouTube address. I want to know who typed all that in there. Okay, I digress. I'm sorry. Look at that address. Oh my goodness. Anyway, okay.
Someone really dedicated and meticulous. Yes, Director Carroll.
I just have a very minor edit to the minutes. In the third paragraph, my last name should be spelled with 2 R's and 1 L, but very minor. It's not a common name, so it's often misspelled.
No, that's important. We will make sure to make note of that before they are printed and archived. Thank you.
Thanks.
So let me read you the motion. I'm looking for a motion to approve, I apologize, our meeting minutes with the addition as outlined by Director Carroll.
So moved.
Support.
Thank you. As the motion has been moved and supported, is there any other discussion or further corrections? Hearing none, I will call for a vote. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Aye. Any opposed? Nay. I apologize. Delete that. Hearing none is what I meant to say. The motion carries. Forgive me, it's new again. We're starting all over this year. Okay, as we're moving down the agenda. Go ahead, Steve, take it away.
I thought I could just smile on this sunny day the whole time. You were bringing us along so quickly. Okay, so let's see here. First meeting of 2021. We have the item, which is the second time we've brought this to the Finance Committee. So this will be a request to appoint the Foundation for Excellence Investment Subcommittee members, Mr. Sledge and Mr. Griffith. And just a quick recap is that we discussed these candidates in December. They had been recommended by the investment subcommittee itself. And we had included their resumes, discussed a little bit about their experience and interest on the board, and then also kind of covered the broader context that they were slated to be approved and I believe are still scheduled in February to be potentially approved by City Commission for joining the Retirement and Investment Committee, which kind of acts as, is often in many cases the same people working on these projects. So we have brought back the item here, and one addition which I think should be made, or excuse me, one correction which should be made to the motion, which otherwise is written down, is that the terms should be from February 1st of this year, so effective immediately. So here it says May 1st, and I apologize for that, but it should be February 1st through the terms that you see there. And I'll scroll down. We see the 2 names pending added here. So this gives you the overall context for the Foundation for Excellence Investment Subcommittee. And again, just a note of context, these terms align with the Retirement Investment Committee. So we'd have that kind of unity of action throughout. And I'm going to scroll back up here. Happy to bring up the resumes again, which are also part of your packets, or answer any questions to my ability about the candidates themselves.
These are the same individuals we discussed at our previous Finance Committee meeting, just to bring it to everyone's remembrance.
And Steve?
Yes.
Would you mind going back down to the list of the members? Okay, great. You know, I just noticed that the expiration is April 31st. but it should be April 30th. Since there is no 31st. So, and that was for the current class as well.
Mhm. Isn't it May, I apologize, isn't it April 22nd? If there's continuity with the beginning of the document?
I
Oh,
apologize.
that's the 31st too.
It's
Okay.
the month ending. I apologize. Yeah, I will absolutely correct that. So then the motion would be to approve both candidates from February 1 of
Mhm.
2021 until April 30 of 2022.
So moved. Support.
As the motion has been properly moved and supported by Directors Washington, and it sounds like
Oh,
Ritzma,
no, it was Carol with an L.
Carol,
One L.
okay, and
2 R's, 1 L.
and Washington, is there any discussion? Now they are here. Tell us about the meet and greet. Would you mind doing that? Is this the proper time, Steve, or were you planning on doing that later?
It absolutely is, Madam President. I offered the opportunity for the candidates to just come and say hello and say any words that they'd like to share. Really, it's an opportunity to continue building that relationship between the Finance Committee and Investment Subcommittee, especially now that the action has been taken. So I see that we have Nick Griffith on the line, and Mr. Sledge may have had technical difficulties, but there's certainly future opportunities as well. So I see Nick has come off camera, and so welcome, and I'll just introduce you briefly around. You see Director Carroll, Director Washington, Director Ritzma, who's the city manager of Kalamazoo as well, CFO Vicenzi, and Dr. Graham Williams, who's our president. And then Treasurer McFarland was not able to make it today, but he is also a member of the Finance Committee of the FFE. So welcome, and feel free to share any words you'd like to.
Thank you, Steve. I don't really have any prepared comments, but I appreciate the opportunity to serve and give back to my community, as well as a group with quite a track record as this. I will use it as a learning experience as well, but thank you for the opportunity. And I look forward to working with you in the coming years.
Thank
Welcome.
you.
Welcome.
Yes, welcome. And just so we know as a committee, just to reiterate what you probably already heard, this is not an interview. It's a very informal meet and greet. So we just want to proceed with that in mind.
Sure thing. Thank you.
Yeah. Do you have any questions for us, Mr. Griffith?
I don't think I do at the moment.
Okay.
Well, we will see you at the February 24th meeting is the next, if I'm not mistaken.
Yes.
Yep.
Well, I was really pleased with your resume and by your accomplishments, and just thank you for taking the time to be with us here today. We are a really hardworking but fun-loving bunch, and so we just wanted to really extend a hello to you and make sure we avail ourselves. Again, if you did have any questions or comments or anything that you wanted to bring up, but certainly not to put you on the spot today.
Wonderful. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Excellent. Madam President, the agenda, I believe, is still on screen.
Mm-hmm.
And that takes us to, if I'm not mistaken here.
Did we call for that vote though, Steve?
Right.
Oh, pardon me. Pardon me.
So all in favor, answer with aye. Do we need to restate the motion or we still got it?
I'm good.
All right, all in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Aye. Any opposed? Hearing none, the motion carries. Best of luck to you, Mr. Griffith. This is as far as we go as a committee with this process. I'm sure that it's been explained to you, but thank you again for being here. And we look forward to all that you will hopefully bring to the Foundation for Excellence.
Thank you very much.
Absolutely. Go ahead, Steve.
Madam President, we are on public comments, so I will look to staff. Have we had any comments called in?
There are no public comments at this time.
Thank you, Andy. So that takes us to item F, board member comments.
No comment for me.
No, I was pleased. I don't know if anyone else had to, but I had to kind of be recommitted to the Foundation of Excellence as my term was coming to a close, and just excited by that process. I've enjoyed being a part of this and look forward to continuing to be a part of the process when that allows. So thank you for that, and I appreciate the communication surrounding it.
Thank you, Director Washington. I reiterate everything he said so eloquently and perfectly because we are in the same cycle. Thank you again, everybody. And with much thanks to the nominating committee. And I know that the nomenclature is probably incorrect, and also looking forward to reappointment by the City Commission if they deem us appropriate.
Awesome.
Well, Madam President, that concludes our agenda for the Finance Committee today.
All right.
Nothing but efficient, Graham Williams.
You know I try because I know you're going to keep me on my P's and Q's.
Doctor's in the house. The doctor is in the house. Thank you very much.
I aim to please. Thank you all. Okay, so as you realize,
looks like we have
go
someone
ahead.
joining us.
Do we have
Oh. Yeah, looks like it. All right.
Mr. Sledge?
Just
Welcome.
in time. Hooray. Thank you,
Hi.
Mr. Sledge. We're so glad to see you. Welcome.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. My apologies for being late. I was running a few minutes behind on another meeting, but glad I was able to sign on here.
We get it and we understand. So we are the Finance Committee of the Foundation for Excellence. And there was another gentleman online, Nick Griffith, who is also being nominated to the Finance Committee. And we afforded him the opportunity to talk a little bit about himself. But I don't want you to feel like I'm putting you on the spot here. It is not required or even necessary. And it's not an interview. We just would like to say hello and get to know you. I'm Dr. Angela Graham Williams. I'm president of the Foundation for Excellence. Our treasurer, who usually leads this committee, is unable to be with us today. He's had an explosion in his business, and we're so happy and excited. It's a wonderful problem for him to have, so I'm just stepping in. But just to ask you, if you want to talk a little bit about yourself. We've seen your resume. We're impressed with you. We've already voted to recommend you for to be a part of the committee. But go ahead and feel free.
Sure. Thank you so much for the chance to chat with you all. It's great to meet you, and thank you for the recommendation. Really honored and thrilled to be a part of the Foundation for Excellence. Yeah, I'm Joshua Sledge, born and raised in Kalamazoo. Very proud to be here, as is my wife. She's from Kalamazoo as well, so I'm about as through and through for the zoo as possible. Yeah, I currently am the Senior Director of Incubation at the Filing Research Institute. I changed jobs. My resume, I think I was still at the Financial Health Network, where I was for about 11 or 12 years, doing a lot of work around research, innovation, consulting work, and financial services that are designed to help improve financial health. And took that experience over to Filing Research Institute. Operates in the credit union system and really focused on the same thing. How do we help credit unions thrive? How do we help their communities thrive? And so, leading innovation efforts to try to build new products, systems, or platforms to actually improve the outcomes for credit unions and their members. So only about 2 or 3 months in there, but my career has been in financial services. Before both of those, I'd spent some time at Prudential Capital Group, where I was doing investment analysis in mid-market companies, hoping to bring some of that background and expertise to this role. But again, just really thrilled to be have the opportunity to work with all of you and support the organization. Really proud of what it represents and all the work it's poised to do. So again, just really happy I can be a part of it.
Yeah.
And Joshua, we want to welcome you. And just like any other group you've been a part of, when you're a few minutes late, you've already been committed to a lot of things. There'll be a list coming to you shortly. Nothing you don't think you can handle, but good luck, brother. Here we go. So,
That's what happens. That's what happens. Next time I'll be on top.
It'll behoove you. Just joking. But, just to make sure that we're clear on the process, that your appointment still has to go through a few additional steps, certainly through the investment committee, and then finally with the city commissioners. So we want to be completely transparent about that, but you certainly have our vote of confidence. It was important to me to see that there's a diverse set of eyes on our committee. So I'm thrilled, Pink, for all you'll bring from your experiences to that committee and just what you bring to us. So welcome. I'm excited as well. We don't know each other, but I'm looking forward to getting to know you.
Likewise, likewise. Yeah, really, really excited to be joining in again, supporting the phenomenal work you all are doing.
Great.
Outstanding. Thank you, sir. Anybody else? Well, all right. That is efficient, 2:20, and look at that. Just to let you all know, before we adjourn, you have the same Zoom invite for some of us who are also on the executive committee meeting, but it will not start until 3:00. So it is okay to what do you call it? Leave your camera, turn your cameras off. Am I saying that right, Steve? And then we will
Correct.
resume promptly at 3:00 p.m. unless there's any other questions or comments. Hearing none, meeting is adjourned. Thank you, everyone. See you next time.
Thank you.